We've all been there, staring into the refrigerator, a carton of milk in hand, wondering if that expiration date is a suggestion or a dire warning. It's a common dilemma, one that leaves us questioning whether to pour it into our cereal or pour it down the drain. Expiration dates can be confusing. Are they about safety or just freshness? Do they mean the food will make us sick if we eat it after that date, or will it just not taste as good? The answer, like a good stew, has many ingredients. It's a blend of science, regulation, and a bit of common sense. Expiration dates are a way for manufacturers to tell us how long a food will be at its best quality. They are guidelines to ensure we enjoy the product at its peak flavor and texture. But they're not always about safety. In many cases, the food is still safe to eat after the expiration date has passed, though it might not be at its best. In fact, many foods are perfectly safe to eat even after their expiration date. Dry goods like pasta, rice, and canned foods often have a much longer shelf life than the date suggests. This doesn't mean we should throw caution to the wind and ignore dates altogether. Some foods, especially perishable items like dairy, meat, and fresh produce, can pose health risks if consumed past their prime. It just means we need to understand what those dates really mean, and how to use our own judgment to determine if food is still good. Trust your senses. Look, smell, and taste before deciding to toss something out. Let's break down the mystery of expiration dates and learn how to be savvy consumers who reduce waste and enjoy delicious food. By understanding the nuances of these dates, we can make better decisions, save money, and contribute to a more sustainable world. So next time you find yourself staring at that carton of milk or a can of beans, remember, expiration dates are just one piece of the puzzle. With a little knowledge and a bit of common sense, you can navigate your kitchen with confidence. Let's embrace the challenge of understanding expiration dates and turn it into an opportunity to be more mindful about the food we consume and the waste we produce. Together, we can make a difference, one meal at a time. First things first, let's decode those labels. Understanding these dates can help you make better decisions about the food you buy and consume. You'll likely encounter three main types of expiration dates on your food: sell by, use by, and best by. Each of these dates serves a different purpose and can impact how you handle and store your groceries. Each has a different meaning, and knowing these can help you reduce food waste and save money. The sell-by date tells the grocery store how long to display the product for sale. This date is primarily for the retailer's use, ensuring that products are sold while they are still fresh. It's a guide for inventory management, not necessarily an indicator of food safety. So, if you see a product that is past its sell-by date, it doesn't mean it's unsafe to eat. You can often buy food after the sell-by date and still have plenty of time to enjoy it. Many products remain fresh and safe for consumption well beyond this date. The use-by date is a bit more important. This date is set by the manufacturer and indicates the last date for optimal quality. It signals the last date the manufacturer recommends using the product for optimal quality. After this date, the product may not be at its best, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's unsafe. This date is often found on perishable foods like meat, poultry, and dairy products. These items can spoil quickly, so it's important to pay attention to the use-by date to ensure food safety. Finally, the best-by date indicates when a food will be at its peak flavor and texture. This date is more about quality than safety. This doesn't mean the food is unsafe after this date, just that it might not be as delicious. For example, a bag of chips might lose its crunch, or a loaf of bread might become a bit stale. Think crunchy crackers turning soft or cookies losing their crispness. While the food is still safe to eat, it might not provide the same enjoyable experience. By understanding these dates, you can better manage your pantry and refrigerator, ensuring that you consume foods at their best quality and reduce unnecessary waste. So next time you're at the grocery store, take a moment to check those dates. It can make a big difference in your food's taste, safety, and your overall grocery budget. Remember, these dates are guidelines to help you enjoy your food at its best. Happy shopping and happy eating. Here's the thing about expiration dates. They're not an exact science. They're more like guidelines, suggestions if you will, rather than hard and fast rules. Many factors can affect how long food stays fresh, including how it's stored, the temperature, and even exposure to light. For instance, a refrigerator that's frequently opened and closed can cause temperature fluctuations, impacting the longevity of the food inside. For example, milk stored in the door of your refrigerator, where the temperature fluctuates, might spoil faster than milk kept on a shelf in the back. The back of the fridge tends to be colder and more stable, providing a better environment for perishable items. Likewise, bread stored in a humid environment might develop mold faster than bread kept in a cool, dry place. Humidity accelerates the growth of mold, making it essential to store bread in a dry area to extend its freshness. Remember, expiration dates are set by manufacturers based on ideal conditions. These conditions are often controlled environments that don't always reflect the realities of our kitchens and pantries. In the real world, those conditions aren't always met. Our kitchens are dynamic places with varying temperatures, humidity levels, and storage practices. So, while expiration dates are helpful, they should be used as a guide rather than a strict rule. Always use your senses, look, smell, and taste to determine if food is still good to eat.